Greetings everybody, and welcome back to another live stream. I don't know how many. Welcome to live stream. I don't know how many. How are you doing? Good morning, good day, good whatever it might be for you, and welcome back to another live stream. Yes, certainly. The railway has been running. Pretty stable, I'd say. So let me actually go and check something. Do we have any trains coming in right now? No. So that's actually good. Today I want to do some work over at Westford and also check out some things I haven't decided on if I want them one way or the other. Board still works. I was not going to look at the board. I was going to look at this. Thank you for the resub, 8wall. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? List. Edit. Let's see how many cycles things have done. Okay, so there is one with more cycles, it looks like. Oh no, never mind. The route counter is 462. So 648 for the Jorkton Express right now. So it has gone 640 times up and down the line. Very nice. I actually like that. Maybe I should display that on a board, maybe on another board or something. Hello, Antec. How you doing? Maybe I should write some extra code for that. Meanwhile, let me go over to Westford and explain some things. Or, well, we should get started with some things as well. Let me fly. Hello. Hello, don't be stuck. Thanks. So, for today, of course, wait, before we go to today, last stream, I built this, like, river thing. I already filled it in with water, as you can see. I do need to do some minor cleanup here and there. But overall, it's pretty good. I think I also said this last stream, but I want like a little girder thing over here, like a little bridge. So we're gonna work on that today. Another thing, well, I think that will be in quite fast because I have a schematic of it. So, and then this will not look like it's floating anymore, but it will look a lot better. So that would be very nice. Hello, zombie. What are you doing here? Get rid of that guy. And another thing I want to look at is the pumping station, or like the end of the river. I do have like one version for it right now in a single player world. Problem is, I don't know if I like it. Like right now I have it over here. Well, this whole area basically. And the landscape needs to get wider to get like around it. But that kind of blocks like this whole flat area here in the middle. It's good, but it's not. I'm gonna show you that in a bit. Before we do that though, let me grab the builder, the machine. I'm gonna leave this here for now. Fine. I'm gonna move this over here. Yeah, and we need to do some landscape cleanup as well, of course. There actually needs to be a lot. There actually needs a lot of landscape cleaning up. Wait, how am I saying that? A lot of landscape actually needs cleaning up. Yes, that sounds better. But before, let me get you, and let me get into you. And I think it should be this one. I'm gonna need I'm gonna see how many materials I need. I don't know yet. I know I need a lot of mud bricks and stuff, but I have a few left, but I don't have that many actually. This bridge was built earlier before the canal, so you're probably gonna see that it's like not exactly centered. I don't really care about it exactly being centered, but okay. Okay. There we go. So you see here, it's like on the step up from that, and here it's like, well, one more block outside. So that's the difference. It's like shifted over one to that side, but I think it still looks pretty good. The landings are on like the embankment, so it's all good and fine. Let's clear this up. Let's do some block clearing, and then we can start building afterwards. So yeah. Oh wait, should I have? Hello, a pumphouses, a pumphouses. I have no clue what I need to, or like how to say your name, but I think something like that. Yeah, I am thinking of doing some work over here at a Westford station, simply because for the main area, yeah, I don't know. It's like I could do more there, but then it's just the same of making houses. And here it's like sort of more varied work still for now. Of course, eventually I also need to make loads of houses over there as well. So a block I fizz. I see. So yeah, that's why I decided to go over here. Also the pumping station I just really want in, because I think it's a really cool thing. It also allows me to lower this lake, which I can do already, and then start a sawmill thing over there, of course. So that's gonna be a thing to look forward to. Let me just clean up all of this terrain here. And we need to get some more trains going, maybe. Favorite build in the world? That's quite hard. Of course, the main area is like really good right now because it's like big, but it also has some older buildings which I still think look good. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate them or anything, but I do think you can see that they are older. So I guess one of the nicest builds right now is probably this. I just love the roundness of it. I love how the rails are set up around here. The signaling, which I still need to fix. Everything makes sense in some way, shape, or form. So that's good. On the main yard, my biggest issue is that the sort of rails are too close together, which has to do with a limitation that I had from the start, being the track placement only at 64. Later on, of course, I upped this to fix it. But yeah, redoing that whole rail yard and all of the buildings around it is just not an option, so I cannot redo that. And is there one more? Maybe, yeah, maybe actually, yeah. A lower Shepperton I really like. The houses are a bit much of a mix, I feel like, so that's maybe, but the diagonal station and how it works is like really good right now. Oh, and Yorik's area is also really good because, yeah, lots of good things. Lots of good and nice things, but the best? Best build or best area? Is then what I have to ask. How long did what exactly? Like the whole world? We've been here for more than 2 years right now. It's 2 years and 2 months, something like that. So, quite some time. And of course, some areas have been built by other folks as well. This is Yorik's area, this is Nout's area. Nout has been back on the server a bit again, and he has cleared some buildings away. Oh no, this is his main base, and this is, yeah. He's added some roads and he's making some rail lines and things. So he's doing things. He's working on things again, which is good. Yeah, it's a sort of the thing when Create 6 actually came out. I was like, should I start a new world? Or should I just go on with this one and wait till I can eventually update to Create 6. And I chose to wait, which is better, if I'm honest, because actually yesterday I think I posted a screenshot somewhere saying like, you know what's even nicer than like building it all and working on it? It's just when something is like done and you go in shaders and you watch it go. Like, just standing like here, watching them go in and out and everything working, and it's just really relaxing or something. And it also shows off like, yeah, okay, I actually made something. Instead of just being focused on building, I guess. So, longer worlds are definitely better for me, I'd say. Of course, sometimes inspiration runs out, but in Create mod, and especially with the mod pack that I have, there is always enough to do. So, that makes it really doable. What am I making right now? A little bridge. Actually, the project started by... what I wanted to do here, I built this station because I had the branch line ending here. The branch line continuing up to Cozy Toes base, which is here. But yeah, all trains going through the branch line didn't make sense, so I built another main line here. And then I wanted the station before the junction, so we built the station. We changed some things up here, of course. And after that, I decided, like, okay, well, then this will be a next city, I guess. One thing that I did want, though, is I designed a pumping station somewhere. I don't know if you know what it means, but basically a sort of coal steam powered thing to get water from a lower level to a higher level, which is used in real life to drain out lakes and low level water areas. Yes, I guess that makes sense. I designed that based on a real one because I just wanted to, and now I'm thinking, and then I was thinking like, where should I have it in the world? And it makes a lot of sense to sort of drain this lake, have a channel going along here, to here, up the water, and throw it out into the sea. So we're going to eventually lower this lake as well. This thing here. It's going to take quite some work, I know. And then probably sawmill, maybe sawmill there. So the water pumping station is already, well, half done, I'd say. The building itself is done, the surroundings not. But before we can install that, I need to make some choices. I always have a copy of the world that we see here in my single files to check. Well, basically what I do over there is I go in creative mode and I have other add-ons to quickly design things, I'd say, to just see if they work out, yes or no. I'm not one of those folks that can just like go in survival and see, let me build something that will take so many hours for then me to realize it doesn't look quite right. I don't want that. So that's why I make my buildings first on another world and then I get them in here. Which also saves me a lot of time. If every building in my world had to be designed, or well, everything had to be designed in survival mode, probably 10% of this world would be here. And I think for most YouTube streamers, builders, whatever, I think most folks work like that. It's actually really hard to design a building without sort of being able to see it from afar. And at the same time, sometimes you just want to remove it again, or want to remove at least areas of it. Okay, see you. Bye-bye, and thank you for the follow. Okay, I need to hide that schematic real quick, so I don't keep grabbing that. Another thing that I did in between streams, can I please, thanks, is make the flooring of the river a little bit different. I didn't do that last stream, right? No. I changed it up. I redug some blocks and I changed it up into mud. Rooted dirt mud, or well, I don't know how you call it, but basically the mangrove roots mixed in with the mud. Muddy roots or something. And then it fades into soul sand. At first I used normal soul sand. Eventually I used the soul soil. Because I found out rather quickly that soul sand, of course, makes water columns. Which looked a little bit weird, having them like on the side of the river, like everywhere. So I skipped that. But I think it's it really works. I think Nicholas asked me to do it, and I was thinking about it like kinda, but I was too lazy. And then all of a sudden it was like, well, okay, sure. It makes the river a lot deeper, actually. If it was just dirt, it looked like just a a slice of water, I'd say. By doing it like this, it creates a lot of depth because these are just really dark, actually, the blocks. And the more darkness you add, the deeper it looks, I guess. So you can always use that as a trick. I wouldn't say make it flat completely. Because when you're standing here, you still notice like what sort of the depth is with actually all of the blocks. But from afar, it looks a lot deeper right now because of the dark blocks. So if you ever are making rivers, definitely do that. Or just make your rivers actually the depth that they should look like. Hello, Norian. How you doing? Why is your name over here, Norian, and why is your name on the Discord actually different? It always sort of confuses me. You shouldn't do that. No, no. But, hi, how are you doing? So now that this is almost done, yes, I need to do this side as well. Should just change it back to Norian, not gonna lie, but that almost ducks my first name. It ducks your first name. Now I'm thinking. No, I have no clue. Well, actually, I do have a clue. Oh, nice. At what department? Is it the one in like Amsterdam that's like focused on development and things like that? Gebiedsontwikkeling. Well, that's... I thought they were only stationed in Amsterdam. At least when they started that like brand or like a part of the company, I guess. They were only focused still in Amsterdam. I actually applied there once too. But eventually I stuck with where I already worked. And also it was a good talk, but it made a lot of sense to me that no, it wasn't like my kind of thing as well. And I also think they chose somebody else anyway, but I can't quite remember that for sure. I think so. It's already really massive. It has been massive for years, but they when was that actually? I think 4 or 5 years ago, they started with that. I don't know if it's called gebiedsontwikkeling or it's something else. I remember like the manager of the team, and that's probably still the same manager. I'm not gonna mention any names here because yeah, I don't want to do that. But yeah, that's probably the same person you spoke to. I think maybe. But very nice, very cool. So this is almost ready, I guess. Oh, they have managers for each location? What? Don't they have just one overall manager for like a certain actual team? That's weird. Well, yeah, okay, I guess it makes sense, but why are they splitting up like to everywhere the teams? That's weird. Or maybe it is some kind of different branch of it. I don't know. Well, anyway, good luck with that, certainly. Hello, Ivy. Also, we have new emojis. No, new stickers. Emojis, I guess. Some cats for you. Okay, this part is done, mostly. No, that's not true. I need to dig this away as well. Here we go, keep this flat, go all the way through here. I guess for now this is fine. Yeah, well, if you already asked me about that, yes, I could have actually told you. It's not that you don't earn enough. I'd say they still pay out enough, but the issue with them is just they need to earn money for work they aren't doing. Well, of course they are doing work as in looking for people to get into jobs, etc. So they essentially that doesn't make the money, but the people that do that work still need to be paid. Hence, they need to ask a lot of money for you to a company where you're going to be working, whilst not giving you all of that money, which is just weird. Yes. Yes. True. But I wouldn't compare with that because it's a different work, I guess. And also the whole scaling system. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it works, it's fine, it's good, but at the same time, yeah. For a starter job, skill 8 isn't bad at all. Isn't bad at all, honestly. I mean, it isn't bad, it isn't the best ever, but I think it's fine, honestly. I do think, though, one of the things with them is sort of, it's like everybody is the same. So if you work like really hard and if you know more things than a lot of others, then you're still getting like the same rate as somebody who knows less or works less hard or whatever. Of course, that's like everywhere a thing, but especially in detacheringsbureaus, I feel like it. And of course, the biggest downside is that basically they can send you everywhere within the land to work. So you never really have like a stable workplace. Of course, you can get a stable workplace. And it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't. Because, yeah, after like, I think they... an average company can hire you for 3 years. After that period, they cannot like automatically rehire you anymore, but they have to buy you out, or they have to buy you from the detachering for a lot of money, which often the companies do not want to spend, because why would you spend so much money if you can also just put a job out on the market and somebody will reply to that, right? At the same time, sometimes it's worth to invest it because somebody already knows a lot of information about the company and etc, etc, etc. But that's sort of the biggest problem, I think. I think, honestly, the problem isn't them asking some extra money to pay for like the actual folks that found you and like for their whole advertisement department, I guess. That's fine. That's understandable. The thing that's not understandable is them asking a lot of money for you to get out of it and to go work for a company, which is just shit, honestly. So, yes. And of course, the other annoying thing about them is them spamming you on LinkedIn, because I get so freaking tired of them spamming, hey man, I see you do this and that. Oh, I really like it. Oh, very good. Yeah, for here and there, I'm looking for somebody just like you. Yeah, okay, fine. I get to your point. And then it turns out it's one of them, and then I'm like, this again. Leaning mud brick. Okay, leaning mud brick. What is leaning mud brick? I do not have that. Okay. It's, well, I noticed some do a copy paste message, some actually put effort into it, like scrolling through your LinkedIn first. If you can take damage from 6 blocks tiles. What? I'm not after your money, so... So, okay, wait here. I'm not gonna do the 6 blocks taking, trying to get damage for the money, because I don't really care. But I'm gonna try it because you're probably trying to prank me, saying you cannot get damage from 6 blocks high. Wait, you can. What the fuck? Is it... what's the point in it? So... huh? Okay, sorry. Wait, you're actually... Thank you for the 100 bits. I haven't set any emote up for bits. I'm so sorry for that. Let me do a dance for you. Yes, here you go. Have a dance, have a dance. Here's your special emote, specially made by me. Yes. My friend dared me to do this to 100 streamers. What? How much is a bit nowadays? I have no clue how much that costs. Of course, thank you so much again, but... You shouldn't have dares for like... again... How much does that cost? Okay, well, it's like... Okay, 300 bits is 340, so it's, well... 100 bits is $1. Well, okay, yeah, fair point. But still, if you do that to 100 streamers, that's $100, man. What the fuck? But why have you actually accepted the term of it being so easy? 7 minutes late? What? Okay, I think it's right behind here, probably. Maybe it's not yet able to come in. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's coming in right now, but no, it can go in actually. Yeah, okay, it's like, well, like $100, something around that. Low-key coding my Microsoft Teams agenda into Minecraft would be epic. Yeah. If I want to totally dox myself and my job and everything, yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah. Certainly. Certainly. So, if you ever convince somebody to do that, don't. A 10,000 bits package. Oh, it's like one of those packages. Yeah, okay, I see. So, what block did I need again? Leaning mud brick. So I need bricks for this. Mud brick. Which, in case you didn't know yet, I have quite some of. Yeah, it's right now it's off, or well, it's not off. It has run out of straw. What I really need to do is connect up the road, this road, or at least a road till here, so I can get the straw from this farm to be input for here, and then also get gravel from the factory to be input for here. Then it basically runs infinitely. Right now it has I have to sometimes refill it, which is not a lot of work, so it's fine. It's just basically moving a giant barrel. What is this chunk loading though? I mean, what is that chunk loading? I don't know. I did have some, or well, we did have some issues over at Nout's base yesterday, where his diesel engines were weirdly loading. Let me say it like that, I guess. And therefore sort of bugging out, causing a lot of stress on the server as well. When I look back at my base, I thought my base will be laggy for sure, but my base wasn't that laggy, to be honest. Here, leaning mud bricks. There we go. Yeah, it's well, not the diesel engines as in trains, but diesel engines as in to make his power. I don't know what was happening over there, but maybe it's actually the diesel generators from that mod making like 400 USBT anyway. But it's like, it was quite well bad, I'd say. Mixers also. If you have a lot of mixers in your world and you're thinking like, oh, my server is slow or laggy, remove all of those mixers, or at least as the most you can find. Or well, empty them out, I'd say. Emptying them out really works. Okay. Well. Because then all of a sudden they don't generate any lag at all anymore, but it's weird. No, it's not because the mixers make a lot of particles. I think it also has to do with any other recipe, basically. Basically, if there are items inside of a cauldron and a basin, and you have a machine on it, sort of stamping on it, or combining things, or mixing things, and there are some leftover items in there, it's constantly looking through recipes, like what can I make out of this. So setting a filter on a basin really helps, I think, because that just says you only need to check this specific recipe. And it's maybe because the items are getting displayed in the mixer, but it's not client lag, it's server lag mostly. I really think it has to do with it constantly checking the recipes. Because, maybe it's a combination of both, but I just noticed that Wait, I can actually show you guys that real quick. Let me go back. And then we can run a Spark thing. Can I run a Spark thing? Is that safe without you guys seeing any special thing? Yeah, I think so. I don't know if that's too smart. No, let's not do it, because you will see a link in chat and I don't know what kind of information about the server is being displayed on there. So. True, a lot of entities can also make the server lag, but within the mixer it's like going from essentially 0 MSPT to 300 if there are like 15 items in there. And that's not, no. And I did notice it with all the mixers at Noutspace. Like, if they are half full, they'll just make like... Or will contribute to like... Wait, sorry, a what? A barf buck? What's wrong with you? Overnight oats with... I sort of see why it's called a barf buck. See, here in the Netherlands, some kind of like street language thing from a few years ago is like a barfing means to throw up, basically. Am I saying that right? Yeah, I think so. Maybe it's in English too, but I don't think so. The combination of foods you just described, probably it looks like puke. See, if something would look like that for me, I wouldn't eat it. Yeah, probably it does taste amazing. I could totally understand, but at the same time, no. No. I will never be eating that. Okay, I think we can build our bridge. Bridge. I'll send you a photo. Sure, send it over on Discord. Probably I'd rather not want to see it, but... I mean, we can try, right? We can try looking at something called a barf buck. Oh, are you missing items? You are not building anymore? Oh, it's not skipping blocks, that's why. Yeah, it's... Sorry. I also have 3 other messages on Discord, so... Oh, from Naomi. Naomi is also live, apparently. Naomi has been nominated, I see, for something. That's cool. Oh yeah, that looks like puke. Oh my god. Well, no, it looks well. It looks a bit better, I guess. It looks healthy, but at the same time not, because sort of like a banana looks healthy, and then you have like the peanut butter and shit, and then it's like, what? What is this for a question? Could you eat one? Yes, I mean I could. I know what you mean. Like some people like throw up when like seeing shit like that. I mean, I could. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it, but I could. I know that for sure. But again, why? Why? Why do you watch it? Like, you know what I always do not like or do, or what I shouldn't do? When you're like doom scrolling late at night, right? and you're in your let me watch Egyptian mummy videos, temple Egyptian videos, whatever. Where there are a lot of things about mummies in there, right? And you watch that right before going to bed, right? And then when you're on your bed in the dark and like staring at the ceiling or at your door, and you all of a sudden think like, did I just see two red eyes? Did I just see... That's sort of the thing that I used to have. I don't really have that anymore, but where I'm like, that's weird. Yeah, maybe. Or like sort of having the thing where you watch like for a few hours ghost sight seeing videos and things like that, and you go straight after you go to bed. You're like a little bit like, probably these are all false, but what if they are true? What if one of them is true? Did I just see something? Didn't I? That kind of thing. Yeah. You also hate movies. Yeah, see, well, interesting things, yes, okay, I do understand, but yeah. Yeah, some things I do not understand. See, I think this is quite good, right? Oh, no, give me, no, I'm too late. Ah, shit. Aw, well, it's good for the replay mod recording. I'm still recording, so that's nice. That's actually really good. Well, we have a little bridge for the railway, which is quite good. I hope the trains don't actually hit the girders, now that I think of it. Do they hit the girders? Did that train just hit that? Have I tried out Flashback mod? My friend, on what version am I? I'm on Create Fabric 1.20.1. For which version is Flashback not made? 1.20.1. Have I tried it? No, I can't. I've heard lots about it, and I probably should use it, but no, I can't. So unless you all try to convince the dev of it... Ah, okay, I see. No, it's sadly not out there for this version. So yeah, rip that. Alright. Just make it yourself. Yeah. If you guys do that for me, then sure. I'm not able to. I'm not smart enough. Yes, certainly. But if you guys manage to do that, sure, be fine. All right. I'm thinking here. What should we do? Should we decorate this a little more? Maybe we should. Probably we should. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna store some crap away, or I'm gonna throw some crap away. Under the sea, where my items will be. Let me store that there. What? For doing what? Sir, I do not understand. What is going on here? A breakfast. That's still one of the best videos out there ever. You know what? Why don't I take the 20? Okay, so I definitely have to clear this. Okay, I don't want to clear that. Bum 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 bum. Okay. So you have some nice cobble outlines for our tracks. Or tracks. A martial arts skill on a certain... Wait. Well, huh? 15 steps back. How does that work? A martial arts skill on a server? What? Maybe I don't understand something, but... Maybe I should first start recording and then start building instead of doing it the other way around. So eventually I have to fill this in, of course, but... I'm gonna fill this all in. Could also fill it in with some stone. I mean, stone is free to get. Dirt is also free to get, but I still need to build a farm for it, to be honest. I still need to do that. Don't know when, don't know how, don't know why, don't know where. But, yes. I still need to do lots of things. Let me get some track deco in this little mountain, this little ridge. And then we can look at the pumping station thing that I have. Or the idea for it, at least. Skill leveling data pack and skill. Ah, I see. In other news, talking about skills and things like that. Windcraft has just released a new update. It's not that I'm a big fan of Windcraft, but I have... Some of you might know that. I have worked for Windcraft, or well... built for Windcraft. I wouldn't call it work in the past, and now they finally released Fruma, which we were working on, or which we were sort of starting to work on probably 9 years ago, maybe even more. They've now released that, which is quite cool. I don't see any of my old builds in there, which is really shit. Yes, no, but I think it's nice. The trailer, though, I was like, well, I guess their audience is more like into the sort of like all the skills and the sort of events and things like that. So they're showcasing or they're... Whoa, sorry, need to think, need to talk, need to speak, need to calm. Yes, they're showcasing more of that and less of the builds. But I was like, I don't really see any builds except for some background stuff really fast, which I don't understand what it is. So I don't know about the trailer. It was a bit much or something. But it's cool that they finally released that. I wonder if they have removed Fruma Gate, though. That's the question. That's like one of the things that I did build on there, which... Wait, let me get it on screen. Maybe I can find it. It's something that I built, but it's also something that's really shit. Wait, somebody made a drawing of my build? Yeah, no, that person didn't understand what I was going for. So close, yet so far, my friend. Doesn't matter, it's fine. Where... Quickly. Let me get... Well... Okay, Here, wait. Google Chrome. So this is through my gate. This was in my phase where I liked to spam details on everything. No, actually the drawing was quite cool, but yes. Okay, well, yes. One of the things I did for them. I did a few other things, but nothing really that big, honestly. Mostly started with the revamping of things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when I like built there. I think it's somewhere like 9 years ago or something. I wouldn't be able to place it exactly, but something like that. Basically, no, actually, one of my last things was the rebuild of Troms and of Regni. So the first city that when you enter, mostly been built by me and by 2 others also helped on it. Yeah, but sort of the new style was already eventually after the... Well, yeah, that was like one of my earlier builds. And then eventually we changed into the phase of like redoing builds, Troms and Regni. So that looks a little bit different. And then eventually I had like someone else who helped on that. Sort of continued still over there. I sort of changed it into more cleaner builds, I feel like. And not really the mega builds yet. And he made it into sort of a mega build where I was like, I don't like this. Because mega builds, I feel like... Okay, hear me out. Mega builds, I feel like they don't really work for an RPG server or like something like Windcraft. Mainly because they give no atmosphere. I feel like mega builds are really cool for renders. I think they're not really good for like gameplay / being in a game. Simply, yeah, because what I'm saying is they don't sort of get you the atmosphere. When you're walking around them, they're overskilled, so you have no reference to real life. Hence, you cannot really comprehend sort of what you see or yeah. I don't like mega builds in Minecraft, honestly. I think they're yeah, no. They're just not... I mean, like, if you like to build them, be sure to build them, but yeah, often they lack atmosphere. Let me just say it like that. Yeah, often they lack atmosphere, not always. No, the builders of Windcraft don't really get paid. Maybe nowadays, maybe the higher members. Back in the day, actually, I think the managers didn't even get, like, actually paid. So, yeah, it's sort of... Your whole game has to be focused around that. And... or it won't work. And for Windcraft, it's the thing where I think it doesn't really work. Of course, again, they are really nice builds, and I get why others like it, but I don't think they have atmosphere. And if you're just in it for like the RPG stuff, then you won't even care. So honestly, it's fine. It works. So what are we? So what we are doing because of that is creating. Wait. Each wall was just having its own story going on. Okay. Only thing is that the server has a chunk-based Nerfing mod to nerf mob farm, so you can only hit like 20 times before you get nerfed for that chunk. Okay, so you don't get like lots of XP for killing mobs. Iron Golem hitting him 20 times, healing him, moving to the next chunk. Oh. So what you then should do is just make an or maybe an Iron Golem farm with like 4 farms combining into the corners of a chunk. You stand in the middle of a chunk, and then the 4 corner chunks around it. An Iron Golem will spawn there every few seconds, and then you can hit those, like just going around. I think that's the easiest solution for that problem, I guess. I don't know if it's really a problem. So let's do a 2, 1, a 2, a 2, a 2. Oh, for a few hours. What? Okay. I guess what's the fun in farming XP if it's just hitting a golem over and over in like the next chunk? So I gotta give that to the maker as well. Like, I mean, it's yes, it's weird, but at the same time, it isn't. Yeah. Hello, Blood Knight. Sorry, how are you doing? So here we are going to probably do this. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. How are you doing today, Blood? How are you doing today? Yeah, but Atol, like, why? Why do you have to do that? You can just also go to other chunks and like, just run into a cave, dive into a cave and just fight mobs in the cave. Wouldn't that make it just as easy? Blocking and Blood Knight, same thing, but one PC account. Wait, blocking as in... blocking? Wait, what? As in the other account that visited earlier. And Blockify. No, huh? What do you mean? I don't understand. Oh, sorry, yeah. Blood Knight and Blood King. Okay, I see, sorry, yeah. Okay. Well, hello to you anyway, how are you doing? So why does everybody have a separate phone account and a separate account on PC as well? I notice lots of folks have that, and like, why? Oh yeah, okay, well the... a mob cap thing, yeah, that's quite annoying, honestly. So I'm thinking first get a short, then get a little bit of a longer one. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Well, that's understandable as well. Let's see if it actually hits the bridge. Oh my god, I think it does. Well, it's really close to it. I think the front of the engine has hit it like a little bit. But boom, 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 boom. No, exactly. No one's gonna know. I do, yeah. Well, have heard of. That's like the YouTuber who is a little bit energetic, right? Now, hi, the spider spawner under the bridge. Well, that could actually be a good one. Hi, Ottilie, how you doing? Oh, I see. I mean, I like Tubbo. He's like just a fair guy, you know? Or, well, that's sort of the vibe that I get of him. He's a bit, as I said, energetic, but that's fine. That's good. Oh wait, yeah, no, or is that what I'm thinking about? Is that maybe Tommy? I don't know. I don't know. Both fine. Have had other experiences with other folks less nice. In the past, at least. But that's the past, right? The past is for the past. The now is for the now. Yes. Oh my god, you are trying to fucking get a ban. A bot is in the chat. You guys don't see it, but I often get like these chats where it automatically gets flagged as somebody who is like avoiding bans. So it's essentially a bot. And it just, yeah. Doing alright. My phone fell in a river yesterday. What? I'm doing good. Your phone fell in a river. What? I guess most phones nowadays are somewhat waterproof though, right? So. I mean, don't instantly charge your phone up after it fell in a river. I don't think that's a smart move, but I think overall it should be pretty fine. Yeah, the whole rise trick. People say that a lot. I don't think. No, I've heard from lots of other folks that it doesn't work like that. It helps maybe, but it isn't. Yeah, exactly. Well, I do believe that the rice might draw out some moisture, but it's not gonna fix your phone. No. Yes, exactly, and that as well, which is then gonna be hard to remove. I mean, FreeMC hosting, even though it's nice, at the same time, no. I do think I think a server hosting a company that's asking money is understandable and fine if they ask the right prices, of course. But it's maybe good to teach children that you cannot get everything for free in life, like a Minecraft server, honestly. And that it's not just simple, oh, I hit button, I get server. Again, it's nice if you quickly want to join in with somebody else, but then I guess you could open up your router ports and just make it into an own server on your own PC, which probably you're not running 24/7, so that's the only downside. But yeah, exactly. Oh, gold. Wait. Are you using Hamachi and things like that? I have done that in the past. Don't do that. I think it's very dangerous. Or well, not really dangerous, but you do have to watch too who you give your network, essentially. Hamachi, man, that's something for me. That's something of like 15 years ago. Like, Hamachi still exists? That's insane. That's actually insane. I didn't know that it still existed, man. Hamachi. Oh, man. Oh, God. Yeah. Be careful with it, though, because, yeah, it's... I don't think it's very, very safe. Hamachi. God. That has been so long ago for me. Like the wait, I can look this up on my Planet Minecraft account, which I haven't been on for years because Planet Minecraft is dead. To me, at least. Oh yeah, 15 years ago or something. One of my servers from 15 years ago was hosted through there, I think. Honestly, if you have a server from home, you can just better open up like your the right actual areas in your router. Like if you open up the 25565 ports and something else, you can already let others join without having Hamachi. So that's why I sort of don't like it. A little bit of track detail, but I also built a bridge, and I'm also gonna look at the pumping station options in a bit. Yeah, I think you can essentially make your own server by just opening up the right ports. I added this little bridge, so a public IP4 address. I think everybody with like a router with Wi-Fi can set it up so that others can join as well. So. That either means that everybody has one, or that, yeah. They have a network cap? Oh, really? Oh, they didn't have that back in the day. Mostly just making this little embankment here, so I, wait. Yeah. Oh, I see, yeah. Wait, you can change your router from IPv6 to IPv4, right? Can't you? See, I don't know anything about this, so yes. I see. See, I need to go in a little faster, I feel like. So let me just... I want to stay a little closer to this, so it's more going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. Essential mod, yeah. If you have a modded server, just use Essential. I think that's way easier. So if I remove one block there, if I remove one block there. Two. Yeah, this is closer to what I want, I think. Now I can try to match it up with that. Bedrock-like multiplayer. What? So, Bedrock... And Bedrock has its own multiplayer? That's actually nice about it, I guess. Isn't that what you most often do, A12, actually? That's, yeah. Essential also allows you, or allows trusted people, but with Essential, it's, I think the other person has to be online, or at least has to actively run the server, or, well, the world. It's like opening up a single-player world where others can join, and you cannot join when that person is not online, I think. So that's the downside to Essential. That is essentially the downside to Essential. I think this embankment is getting quite nice. Oh, that's actually quite nice, to be honest. I didn't know they did that on Bedrock. I hate MC Bedrock overall, if I'm honest, since, yeah. Well, it's MC Bedrock. Like, basically all of the other, like non-Java MCs, is just... Most of them are set up for getting extra money and not really making a fun game anymore, so... It's still a fun game, but it's different. I just love that back in the day, folks were actually thinking they would switch over to the Bedrock Windows 10 version and leave Java abandoned. But luckily enough, that didn't do. Wait, what? I had a Russian guy run. What? Okay, I kind of missed that, maybe. I mean, getting a URL for yourself is always quite nice. Also for using it for other things. I used to have one as well. I don't have it anymore, I think. Maybe I still have it claimed. I don't think so. I used to have a website and all. Maybe I need to make a new website for YouTube stuff and... You know what should be made? A fandom, a wiki about this beautiful world. Yes. That's what should be made, for sure. Right? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. X launcher. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Apparently, don't use that, folks. Thanks. Yeah, and then there's of course the I think there's like, or there used to be a sort of web version of Minecraft which you could load for free. All these, yeah. Don't do that, cats, please. I don't have cobble anymore. Cobble, cobble. I've been tagged on Discord. Oh, let's see how much image. Seven, and then let's just continue with like something. I try to get one when it costs less than the usual, and then... Yeah, if you ever run into a site where you don't know exactly what they mean by how they want you actually to pay, don't do it. Okay, for pay later you have to verify yourself, but that's understandable. Because they have to sort of know that you're actually gonna pay that. Like, if you don't have to verify yourself, you could just like claim a domain, say I want to pay it later, and just never pay it anymore without them knowing who you are or who and what. I see. Have I ever used Axiom? No. I have seen others using it. It sure looks nice. Sure looks very useful, but at the same time, I think it bugs with copycats plus bytes. So, since my world is made mostly out of that, or at least a giant part, I don't think it will be the smartest move to use that, honestly. So I will probably not be using it. A world edit is still my way to go. Also because I'm just used to it from like back in the day, I guess. To be honest, it will pay after is always like a shit option. If you don't have the money to afford something that you want to buy right now, don't buy it. The same with like credit card. You need a credit card to go on vacations and things like that. So that's like really nice and good. But at the same time, using a credit card to buy things and then stacking up credit every month and then saying like, no, I'm doing it from my credit card right now because my bill for next month is still empty. I'm like, you're always running behind the month, essentially. That maybe you should just not do this for 1 month. Then you have it on your bank account, and then you can like normally buy it instead of having at the start of your bank account a fucking off-writing for your credit card from the month before. You're like always running a month behind. What does it? It doesn't make sense. It makes 0 sense. I see. Well, if the URL is like 150 a year, then yeah, you should have just gone for the instant option. Also, if it's 150 a year, I don't know what the extension was, but that seems way too cheap for a URL, or for like a French URL, a Dutch URL, a English .com, .net, whatever URL. If it's like some kind of weird Czech URL or whatever, then probably that's the right price. I don't know how much like a NL URL would be right now. Let me check. I always do it through Versio, or I used to do it through Versio. Probably they're like expensive as crap. I mean, okay, a .nl is 50 cents right now. That's crazy. And a .com is only $10. That's nothing. If you would want a German one, you're paying 41 bucks. And for a .online or a .org, it's .online is 65 bucks right now. What? So who uses .online anyway? And why is it 65 bucks? What the fuck? Okay, wow. That's weird. Why? And probably there's some registry fee over it as well. Yeah, I think that one is already occupied. Or it should be. No, but like making a website wouldn't really work for me, because then I also have to maintain the website. I also have to upload there or do things on there. Yeah. No. I once used it as like a portfolio for my work. That's what I did do in the past, but. Or like sort of an extended one. Oh wait, maybe it was monthly fee. Yeah, it could have been monthly fee. I didn't check it. T launcher. Yeah, yeah, that launcher is weird. Yeah, yeah. Well, something like that. See, back in the day when I made my portfolio, QR codes weren't like that. I guess people were already using them, but they weren't as well used as it is nowadays. So it was most likely more like a link or like a hint or something to that link. Utterly, man. Get graphic design software. PowerPoint is not a software to design those things in. I mean, I love it. It's cool. It's amazing. But it takes so much time, man. Okay, well, fair point. It does take a lot of time, so hence why it's really cool. No, InDesign is not made for logos and like graphic design. Well, it's also part of graphic design. InDesign is made for booklets, posters, things like that. I'd say get Illustrator, and if you're more like into a pixel art, shadowy things, etc., use Photoshop or something like that, but not no. See, I actually know some folks over at my work and somewhere else who use InDesign in like the wrong ways. They do Illustrator work in InDesign, and I'm like. I also know folks that do like basically drawings that are exact measurement drawings. Well, how do you call it? But basically, a cat drawing should be made in CAD, not in freaking Illustrator or whatever. Don't do that. Stop. Like, make it in CAD and then export it to Illustrator. You can still make it look nicer, look better, but at least you have the normal outlines where they should be and not in something where they shouldn't be. No, yeah, see, that's... I think I've once, and that was not over at my company, but somewhere else, or maybe on school or something, seen folks make something in Illustrator and then export it to CAD to export it to somebody else who was using CAD. And I was like, why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? Yeah, because Illustrator is easier. No. See, you don't know how to use CAD. It's like folks that don't know how to use some kind of software and know how to use something else, they will always say, oh yeah, but that software is way better. No, it's not meant for that. Stop. I must say, I have like the same with rendering software when it comes down to that. Some folks at my work really like Lumion, I think it's called. Well, Lumion is also more expensive than Twinmotion, but I'm used to Twinmotion. Eventually, we're now working with Twinmotion because, well, it's basically free for companies that don't make a profit of it, and it has some other perks. Also, it has a big library, and the upside for me about Twinmotion, using it as a renderer, if I ever need it as a renderer, I think that the development of Twinmotion as a rendering software is way faster than Lumion. What I mean by that is Twinmotion is innovating way more. Well, a cut is made for like drawings that are on exact measurements. Illustrator is not. I guess you could try to make a drawing like on exact measurements in Illustrator and whatever. You can, because you also have measurement tools in there, but it's never exact, I think. And that's the whole problem why you cannot use that. It's not made for it. There will be mistakes and they will not be good. Yeah, I think this is good. Sure, you could. And then I can like... Oh, what is there? Really? If you send me the SVG file though, I will roast you. Because that's another thing. If you design graphic design things in non-graphic design thing software, what you get is these like little overlaps, these little edges, these little gaps in lines which you like don't see from afar, but when you're really zooming in, you can't see them. And that's where I'm like, I don't like this. See, you either do things the right way or you don't do them. That's how it works, right? There's only one right way, and that's the great Western way, right? So, a thing I'm worried about, I haven't seen the Edelweiss pass, so let me look at the trade map real quick. Because what the fuck is happening with that? No, trains are still running. Maybe Edelweiss is... I have no clue where it is. Where is Edelweiss at? Where in the fuck is Edelweiss? Huh? It looks like on the network I'm missing some trains. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's coming to base right now. Sketching using a cat base, yeah. I'm like one of those guys where it's like a lot of folks actually go sketch first on paper. I like to also sketch just in AutoCAD. I know for most designers that's a no-go or weird or limiting or whatever. I do it by hand as well, but I also do it in CAD. No. It's time consuming if you try to do really exact things. If you first make like some rough lines and you just chamfer them, fillet them, whatever. If you know what you can use for sorts, actually, like there are all kinds of tools. For example, if you want to make a design with like lots of shapes and curves and things, just set your CAD software to use, what is it, the arc a generator where it takes a starting point, an ending point, and a middle, and then set your snapping point to the how do you call that? Angular snapping, or basically that it takes the angle from the line before. What that essentially does is you click on the line, you click on an ending point, and you make a middle, and it automatically generates a curve that flows into the previous curve. So by doing things like that, you can really quickly draw something up in there. Do you self-host a server or are you using a provider for it? I'm using a provider. I'm not using like an MC server host or anything. I just have a dedicated server somewhere. So yeah. And that's because we also used to do other games on there as well. Sometimes we still do. So. I must say dedicated server hosting has become more expensive lately. A lot more expensive, so I don't know if it's really worth it anymore, but I pay like, what is it, I think it's $30 a month or something, a little more, and then maybe some fees here and there or whatever. So it's not like a really expensive server, but I wouldn't say it's cheap either. It's not like $5 a month or something. But if you want like a dedicated server nowadays, you're off more expensive. I know that for sure. See, I actually want to. Yeah, okay. But that's also understandable, I guess. I actually did a minor in visualization where I used 3ds Max. And honestly, 3ds Max is a great software. It's quite hard to learn. but the results can be so fucking good. Of course, in Twinmotion and in other things, the results can also be really good, but it's just harder to get to there or something. I guess it's maybe also about learning the tools, really. 3ds Max has, yeah, it's great. It's also really expensive, so I don't have that anymore, so hence why I'm not using it anymore. Twinmotion is very easy, yeah, exactly. And it's very easy to use the basics of it and to get a nice image, but to actually go into the advanced stuff, to make it like really photorealistic, to make animations that you have set up yourself, so not just like a loop or like people walking in a loop. That becomes harder because then you also need Blender, I think, for it, or something else. Which is just a skill set that you then have to learn if you want to do that, of course, which is fine. But 3ds Max, the images, if you set everything up right, are way more photorealistic than the base of Twinmotion, at least. But for my work and most other stuff, Twinmotion is good enough. And it also really depends on your model. A render image isn't just a rendering software, it's also if you have a good model, yes or no. For example, a scene gets way more atmospheric when you have the surrounding buildings modeled in instead of white boxes. That changes up a lot. So often architects make a model, or well, designers make like a model of the thing they want to show, and the surroundings are just white boxes because who's gonna like make every building out there? That gives a totally different atmosphere than making those buildings. Then there are folks who make images of the buildings and just load those in. I don't think that works, honestly, because you don't get the depth of the building, you don't get the right shadows, unless you make like UV mappings and things like that, I guess, for it. But that's like another step, and then, yeah. But overall, I'd say the best result comes from the most work, which is just modeling the surrounding facades and things like that. Yep, exactly. That's what you often get with those white boxes. It's just, I mean, it's fine. It's fine for simple show, like showing what you want to make to actual people. But if you want to convince them of it being fine in the atmosphere or in the surroundings, you're gonna need more than that. Like, if I want to buy a house, I want to see the whole house, and I want to see the house of my neighbors as well, because that really defines sort of how I live and where I live and how my outside looks. Instead of just me seeing only my house in a white box next to it, for example. And another thing that like neighboring houses do is, or well, that white boxes don't, I'm gonna say, is reflections. In 3D modeling and in rendering, if you have white boxes around a model of yours, the problem is that reflections reflect light based on the texture, the UV map, the depth of it, and things like that. So you have to set up proper textures, proper models, if you want the lighting to feel right. With white boxes around it, the reflections of the white boxes are always going to look very weird. There's no way to fix that. It's just going to look a little weird. Again, might not be a problem for some. Might be a problem for other things. I'm thinking maybe we should actually have it like this. See, all of this fixing up is gonna be a lot of work. Especially around here. I'm thinking on the other side I make some kind of retaining wall as well. To lead into the further part of the retaining wall. So start small retaining walls from here. And then go into there or something. No clue yet, but something like that. Let me look at the map, the railway map again. Yeah, that one that you sent actually, Nairoy, the 3ds Max software. So yeah, it's just driving in there right now. So what I want to do real quick is I want to get this. I want to set up a shot of this going into there. I think the train should be here anytime soon. It was loading in right now. Very nice. Okay, let me get the camera angle back in place. I think that's quite cool. So we're seeing a train on screen and there was another one at the bottom of the screen. Very nice. Yeah, I noticed that later and I was like, fuck. Honestly. Oh, I still need to fill this in. I guess... yeah, you do need like a little bit of explanation for twin motion, but it became a lot easier to use over the years as well. Oh my god. All of a sudden I have like a headache or something. What the fuck? Maybe I should drink some water or something. Do you know InspireRobot? What is InspireRobot? I have no clue. No, I don't know it. I can confidently say I don't know. I do not know it. I shouldn't, should I? You explain to me what it is. Supposed to be a bot to inspire me. Well, I don't need a bot to inspire me. I'd rather not use AI for things like that. I mean, AI is nice for a lot of things, but it's also crap for a lot of things, honestly. You know what's amazing, by the way? The AI that YouTube uses to sort of give you new ideas for videos. Because it also makes thumbnails. And it makes really bad thumbnails. That make no sense at all. So if you ever want to get something like that, be sure to ask YouTube for a fresh thumbnail. Because, wow, the quality is amazing. So yeah, this should just curve away, honestly. Should just... Well, probably, if that one is also very crap, then yes. Well, I mean, the ideas are good, and the thumbnails are a reflection of the idea, roughly, but... I mean, you have so much content of me. You know what all my thumbnails look like. Maybe you should use that to generate those ideas and thumbnails. Instead of just thinking, this works, right? Maybe. I guess it also bases it off other content that works better, maybe. But yeah, I don't think I should change my thumbnails or what I do instantly because YouTube is suggesting that to me. I don't think that's how that works. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, another thing that I noticed last week, I don't know whose video it was, but I saw another video with like the I made in Create or something, right? Or I built, which, to be fair, Mr. Beardstone started with it. So, props to that. It's like your mark, it's like sort of your brand, so you're gonna stay with it, which is understandable. And yeah, it works for some. But there are also so many people that start off trying to make videos and use that to sort of gain traction. And it actually works for them. And honestly, if that's all we're after, if we're just looking at a title of a video that says, I built blah 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 in... What are we doing? Maybe Speed as well, I don't know. Loads of YouTubers, which is, again, if it works, it's totally understandable. I'm not like hating on everybody, but like, guys, come on, we can do better. If everybody just switches over to something better, that actual thing will not be used anymore. But it's just, come on. The audience isn't like a fucking 4-year-old who doesn't know how to understand that you see an image of Minecraft and you say building the Eiffel Tower. I think most people already understand that you build that in Minecraft. You don't have to specify that in the title, I think. Instead of, I built the Eiffel Tower in Minecraft, you can just say, I built an Eiffel Tower, because the image of the thumbnail should speak for itself as well. Maybe it doesn't work like that, and maybe I'm stupid. That's maybe why I don't have like millions of views. Maybe. But honestly, no. Also, I must say, thumbnails really matter. When I sort of do like a really big engine, for example, in the thumbnail, that recap or video gets way more views than having multiple buildings in a row, because it's smaller, it's harder to see, it's harder to instantly go like, oh, wow. Can I post a link to InspireBot? If it's shit AI, rather not, if I'm honest. Because it's shit AI. I mean, I won't want like... How did the Cathedral video perform? Really bad. Really bad. I also noticed that with the new recaps, maybe it's because I haven't uploaded in a while. There are just, yeah, videos don't gain as much traction anymore. And again, I don't really care. Or well, as in I do care, but at the same time I don't. I already have the viewers that are watching me, and I think making the content for them is more important to me than gaining massive like influxes of new subs and things. But yeah, I think I'm like, YouTube has decided I am not gonna have traction for my YouTube channel anymore or something. I have no clue. But I think the Cathedral video has like 900 views or something, which I mean, I'm gonna make one later where it's like showing off how I build it and how I made choices in the design and how cathedrals work and etc. So that one might be more interesting and might get more traction. But honestly, if that doesn't, then yeah, no. No, that would be rather unfair. Like the cathedral video, sorry, it doesn't even have 900. It has 777 views. It's a shorter video, so it's not up to the 10-minute mark, and I think then you're in a different category of how do you call that? The sort of if you get on people their home channels, yes or no. But at the same time, yeah, come on. I know, right? I know, right? It's like the cinematic itself is I think great. It's just a little cinematic. That's like all. It doesn't have that much to it, and also the name of the cathedral might be not that inspiring, but you know, it has meaning for me, so fine. I noticed that as well. Yeah. I think everybody's world is already like perfect in its own way. Yeah. Again, not bashing anyone. You do you. I'm fine with everything. And again, if it works and you get more views because of that, I understand that as well. But come on. Come on. We need more creativity, please. Please. And, well, yeah. That's also the thing. When you do things like that, you get folks that say like this, like Shonga is saying right now, I hate that so much. So you might get a few people that click on it, a few new people. But at the same time, if you used to make like creative actual content and like your content used to be different or whatever, and you're then trying to go into the flow of like, ooh, that's really hot and happening right now, so let me also do that. You're losing the audience that has started up your channel, and I think that is just, again, understandable in some ways, but at the same time, it feels really wrong to me. Yes, maybe in the future I might do something else on the side of it as well, but totally canceling this world, which has gotten me to almost 10k subs right now? No. If things don't work out with another series and that's gaining more traction than this one, and I cannot combine them anymore, the other one goes. It's as simple as that. Like, if YouTube is your living, or you need to earn money off of your YouTube channel because it's so big and you are using it for your living, understandable choices. But if it's a small channel and it's not your main focus or your main job, not understandable. Is the bridge going over the exit to the canal you did last stream, or is this a different part of the world? No, it's the same canal I did in last stream. True. This bridge is going over the canal through here. There's going to be a pumping station here, and this lake is going to be drained a little lower. So, bowling competition with Dave. You know, I was actually thinking at once, which is really funny. Of course, I go to the local pool league hole thing a lot. I was just thinking, like, should I do a live session or like record me doing that for once? But then I was like, at the same time, then I would need to buy a camera for it. It's also weird to go, or well, it's not really weird, but if your channel isn't focusing that, the content isn't right, and it's also a lot of work because there are, it's at a location where others also visit. So I don't want to impact others by making a video and then others not wanting the table next to that because they don't want to be on screen, or not wanting to walk past it because they don't want to be on screen. It's a public location. You shouldn't bother in whatever way, shape or form somebody else in a public location. Dono Goy buy a pool I could... yeah, sure. We're gonna buy a pool table. Would you also buy me a house where I can fit that? Yes, that would be very nice. Thanks. There are actually folks out there on YouTube who play snooker, for example, and actually have a pool table at home. See, if you make videos like that, really good. If you're like in a public hall and you ask them and you do that more often and folks know it, also fine. If you're just a random guy that's making a video in a random pool hall and obstructing others, not so fine. Don't do that. Don't do that for anything. Buy a bowling alley. A new house donor goal. Yeah. Sure. And then I will make a video about that. I bought a new house using my subscriber money. Yes. Right. So, wait, Shonga also said something earlier. So many videos are just pure slop when it comes to create now. I watched something watching it all together. I mean, create content through you and your Discord now. Well, thanks. At the same time, there are still a lot of good creators out there. I think Mr. Beardstone is good. I think Stam is good. I think there are loads of others out there who are good. I think Azu, for example, has been starting a little after me. Is doing good. Ubersway, I still like Ubersway. But Ubersway is just Ubersway. I feel like Ubersway is one of those folks who's just like, okay, there is a trend right now. I'm not going to join in. It's just amazing. Azu stuff is interesting. Yeah. True, like that's sort of the thing what I have like with a lot of folks out there. I don't really have the time to watch them. And yeah, I also think some folks maybe have changed over their content to be more for well, not more for children, but more for like young adults or like more child friendly, whatever you might call it. Which again is also fully understandable. But yeah. Ooh. I have never heard of that name. Honestly. I've never heard of that name. Might also be because I'm more into like base create / train stuff. So yeah, I'm not really into military Minecraft builds, Minecraft stuff. And what's the fun in that, honestly? I guess for people that like military collections and things, yes, but at the same time, it's a kids game. I don't think in a kids game we need to build tanks and murder each other. If you make a pirate ship and a pirate battle, I think, yeah, wait, that's actually what they have done. Uber and Azu and many others. I don't know, Maiden was maybe also in that. I don't know for sure. If you do something like that, that's more kid-focused, sort of adventurous, sort of fantasy or like atmospheric, old, informative. A tank is just a tank. A tank is made for murdering, that's all. Yeah, I don't like tanks. Shells? Shells is in a league of his own. I wouldn't call Shells a create mod YouTuber. I wouldn't call Shells well, I would call Shells a mod reviewer, and a really funny mod reviewer. He just built his own business around him joking around, randomly looking at mods, and just screaming about them. Most of the time. And it's actually funny, it's actually good. Honestly, I do watch Shells. I did watch Shells more in the past. Shells is just something different. Yeah, I have heard about them more lately. What do you mean with like hype? D Jojo. I haven't. Let me look that up quickly. Are they or he or she or them or whatever a good builder or just? Oh. Now I see who this is. I think I have seen videos. I like the editing style. It's like a little bit faster paced. It's like... I like that. That's good. I do enjoy that. With every single create mod. I think a lot of people have done that. Also, hey, quick attack. Yeah, true. So, I'm now curious. I don't have an opinion here. Because I'm not gonna talk shit. But I do want to hear your opinions on it. Who's like... Because before we said like, or some of you were saying like, yeah, they're just joining in the hype if they do thumbnails like that or whatever. Who is doing that? Like, who are the channels you are like talking about? I'm just curious to see. Because maybe I don't agree with you at all. No, like, I think Shonga, etc. said before, like, I hate when people do that, for example, with the thumbnails or people that are overhyped or whatever. Who, according to you guys, are those people? Wait, who? Is that a person? Disruptive builds? Is that a person or a channel? Never heard of that. Never heard of that. Oh, well, when you look for it, you'll instantly get it. Oh wait, 8,000 views. Flashy, bright colored thumbnails. Oh my god. Oh my god. Every title starts with I survived, I spent, how I built. It works for you, it's fine, it's good. I like the thumbnails are flashy. The builds are good, I think. Earlier builds were better than the later ones, but yeah. I have no clue what the content is. I can't judge. I don't know this person. The only thing I see when I open their channel is the title thing. Stop. Okay, sorry. Wait. I don't hate or dislike any of this, but the one thing that I do hate, honestly, there are these YouTube shorts mostly. There are videos out there, I think YouTube shorts mostly, where it's like the fucking how do you call that? Giant builds shorts, where they sort of like first chop a circle in the landscape, and it's like a time lapse of sort of like a circle chopping through the landscape, and then it going up. Stop posting that. It's a weird time lapse. The circle chopping away. Yeah, it's really fancy or something. I don't know how it works, so that's why I watch it. But I hate it at the same time. Stop. Makes large builds using mainly XCM. Yeah, okay. Well, I also make large areas and builds with mainly using world edit in a design world first. So what? Huh? So you want to be banned? Are you sure? No. Okay. Oh yeah, for me it was mainly just a general notice about my recommendation page where... True. Like, I think... I don't dislike or like any content creator. It's just my For You page gets so spammy with the same shit. And come on. Yep. Oh yeah, that also happens. The sort of like, oh look, I'm gonna change everything. Oh wait, I'm just rebuilding the same thing. Hey. I am gonna be honest about one thing, and I think I said that in the past. I don't dislike or like Maiden. I think Maiden is fine. It's also a channel. It's good. One thing they did, which I didn't like, is I saw a short of them once where they made a train or like an engine, and they showcased it off in this epic build world, and I was like, oh, whoa, that's a cool station, that's a cool world. And I was wondering, did you make that? Because in the description I couldn't find the download. No. From the short, I had to go to the main video. Then from the main video, I had to go to somewhere else to find a link to the actual build. See, that's where I don't agree. If you use somebody else's stuff to improve your content, which is fine, you should mention them straight away. Honestly, Yoxlab also did that for the create mod gate thing made by Guybrush, which is by example at the top gift subs right now, or scrolling by there. You had to get from the main video, you had to get to their how it was designed video, which is behind a paywall, to get into the channel of Guybrush or to get like a thing of Guybrush. Sorry, if you have to do that, no, you've lost me. Maybe your content is still good. I don't hate you as a person, fine, but no, you totally lost me instantly. No. Give credit where credit is due, honestly. Holy damn. And I have noticed the same thing with other people building a turntable. I'm fine if you build your own design and you show that. But if you're gonna use the same redstone and the same innovation, just at least mention me. Like you don't have to. I'm not like an honest god, but it's just... It's some sort of like... you know? You didn't invent it, so don't present it like you invented something. The same thing. It was actually some channel recently, which it's not a big channel. It's fine. Also happens in the Discord. Yeah, a lot actually, a lot. Well, I don't think that's there often, and I don't have to judge others for it. I think that's fine. But for example, when I released the model railway video thing, I had somebody releasing their locomotive as a schematic for Christmas as well. Downloaded my world and drove it through there with some different music and some different editing, and basically I felt like the video showcased more of my model railway build than their train. And you know, fine, the world is for free to download, you can use it, but at least give credit or ask me, can I use it for this? Like, I'm not some kind of unreachable guy. You can just say like, yo, are you fine with me doing that? Sure, I don't care. It's just about like the sort of decency. I honestly don't care if you guys use any of my builds in your world that are out there on my Patreon or out there on the Discord. They're there for a reason, for you to use and for you to share, for you to build in your world. If you make videos about them, fine. If you make a time lapse of building the buildings up, fine. Just don't act like you designed them, because you didn't. Yeah, at the same time, there are also younger people who like try to make, for example, their own designs. And they take inspiration from others, and they are, well, heavily inspired by other builds. On Discords, I think, give people some slack. And tell them in a nice way, like, you know, maybe it looks a little bit too much like that or something. Don't instantly go like, oh, you stole it. You're not like a guard dog, right? So you don't have to do that. Very true, Norian. Very true. If something has angles, then it's not built by you, man. No. Surely not. Yeah, true. Like, I've seen some others react fiercely. I must say, when I was younger, I also reacted fiercely to everything. So at the same time, it's understandable, but give younger people some slack if you're like repeatedly taking stuff of others and either not admitting it or giving credit where it's due. Yeah, not as nice. Don't like you anymore. Let me check that. Ooh. Wait, that's a create mod builder? Oh, I like that. I like the editing style. Oh, that's fire. Oh, that's really good. Okay, that's actually really good. It's like a different build style to mine, but I like the sort of editing and the... That's really good. Wait, they have shorts? Let me check that real quick. Sorry if we're not doing anything in game. I like the music. It's some... Ooh. That build is also pretty fun. It's like sort of like one of those mining bucket wheel things inside of a lava mountain, and then... Okay, I like that. Oh, my hair is actually wrong there. I was hitting the wrong side. It's really chill. I like the shader. I like sort of the ending of it, where it's like just a little bit of a title. I don't know why it's like... I don't like the blur filter I get, but why is it just the corner and not all the way over the... I guess it's some kind of visual. There's nothing wrong with... Oh, it's the other corner as well. To like make it sort of... Okay. I like it. It's pretty cool. I also like the coloring. Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's a good channel. I think like their sort of factory builds are better than their house builds, but that's just because I have a different style, I guess. So it's mostly because of that. Okay, we built this big embankment. Let's... Yeah, I'm gonna... No, I'm not gonna end the stream soon. Let's just do something else for a bit. I'm gonna leave this world. I'm gonna leave... I'm gonna wait for the replay files to save for a bit. So, do we have any other channels that are really good? that I need to see. Because I want to know. Wait, have you guys seen the oh, I think I have shared this in the past. The medieval church building Minecraft thing. Also, sorry, I have to say this. It has become apparent to me that ever since I mentioned building a cathedral or building a church, the whole world is building churches and cathedrals. It could also be that I didn't see it on YouTube before and that some kind of algorithm has like seen me say it somewhere or actually type it or whatever and just thought we're going to send you all builds of everybody that's there with a cathedral in it right now. But it feels insane. But this guy, a man of Dutch. This is just... It's a Dutch guy. Of course. And it's using some kind of resource pack, but I really like sort of the editing where it's like sort of a little storyline, and then at the same time it's sort of building in layers and explaining how things work, and yes. And then like little cinematic shots in between that are really atmospheric, where it's like, oh, now we're gonna work on this, now we're gonna work on that. It's just all matched really well. It's just all really matched. Yeah. Honestly, great. Yeah, each build has a purpose as well. It's not like, let me spam some houses in a village. Mike, wait, Mike, I see blah 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 blah. Jesus, what a name! Change your name, man, to be more easily reachable. Oh, it's also create. Okay. Have I been pranked? Well, Mike doesn't like to use his voice or their voice. Okay, well, they're doing really cool stuff. They're doing really cool stuff. Like a build with Conquest Reforged. No. I'm not used to it. That stuff like that, and same with Create Mod, and same with Vanilla. It takes some hours to get back into the style. Oh, what? They built a keyboard typing system with banners? Yo, what? Yo. Okay, that's pretty sick. Minimal editing, but he's very stuff he does. Aw, I thought you were gonna send my channel. Aw. What are the thumbnails though? The avatar scares me. It's really calming, true, but it's just a bit scary or something. When you first enter a channel and the vibe is this channel is scary, I don't know if that's if that's where I expect somebody to play Minecraft. But hello, Kuma PT, how you doing? I'm just gonna search for Create Mod, and let me see what I get first. Rage plays games. No clue. Never heard of Rage plays games. 1,000-day world. Okay, yeah. Wait, stop, go back. No, 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 no. Stop. No. Wait, okay. Watch the start of this video and understand what's wrong with it. Well, wrong slash not wrong. Within the first... Within the first 5 seconds, you can know what's wrong here. Okay? It's, well, maybe it's not wrong. It's technically right, but it's wrong. No, no, no. It's not about the exactly, Norian. Exactly. I click on this. I see I survived 1,000 days within Minecraft Create Mode, and I'm like, whoa, that's 3.5 years. And this guy starts off by saying, the last 1.5 years I've been playing for 1,000 days in... No. 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 Stop. Well, I'm seeing that video. I just shared that video. Just the first 5 seconds. It's like, over the last 1.5 years, I survived 1,000 days. With Create. You're not saying 1,000 Minecraft days. Sorry, no. Maybe a really nice guy, no clue. But when I see this, I'm out. Again, I'm out. Clickbait. Sorry, I cannot call it anything else than that. It's... there are actual people out there who have the effort of playing this game for like 8 years in a row or something. And then saying like... oh, I finally made a video because I have like 1,000 days. After 1,000 days I did this. And then people like this come about and just try to claim that actual thing as well, the title. Don't. Honestly, no, 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 no. That's just not nice. That's just not... no, stop. What did I do first? Building the bridge. Bridge dig free. And then this is bridge built. Bridge, no, embankment. we did an hour over the embankment while I was chatting a lot, I guess. Yeah, but that's fine. But just... it's fine that it's a recut of like your past content. That's honestly fine. I don't care about that. It's just the issue that you know how people are going to read the thumbnails or the titles. If you say, I played Minecraft for 1,000 days, people are not going to think, oh, you played 1,000 Minecraft days. People are going to think, whoa, you played for 3.5 years. And then... when you've actually played for 1,000 Minecraft days, which is let me look that up. Minecraft 1,000. That's 333 hours. That's something way different. Well, depends on how many hours you do a day, but like this world is set to day 1 right now. Wait, let me actually go to the actual world and see how many days I have. It sort of frustrates me, man. There are actual people out there who put in effort. Like, I don't care that I put in the effort. I do that because I like it. But there are people who put in the effort to gain the traction and to get there. And there are people who try to make it off easy. Oh man, look. Oh man. Oh. I played Minecraft for 41,000 days. Come on. That's not even a statistic. I can AFK for 50,000 days. Yeah, stop. Don't. No. No, not fair. Again, do what you want. If you watch that guy and you find him funny, good for you. No. No. I don't like it. That's personal. Race to the moon. Yeah, that was pretty good. Train's part of the equipment. Yeah, oh wait, sorry. I almost skipped over this, but Keralis playing Create was amazing. Honestly, Keralis playing Create was really good. He didn't build a turntable, so yeah, shit. He missed out on that one, but no, Keralis doing Create was peak for sure. So let's get to this real quick. Let's get to some actual Minecraft again instead of just talking about YouTube. This I wanted to do, right? So the pumping station that I designed long ago in not on stream, which is fine. I wanted to have it here at first, so this was my plan, and then to get like a sort of main road / a bridge from here, maybe a little plaza where a tram would drive around over the main road, over a little bridge that way, and then maybe off to the shore or off to this part of the city as well. I don't know, right? Fine. The pumping station is a little too close to it, maybe, I feel like. That's sort of my thing right now. I'm sort of undecisive if I should have it here, the pumping station, or if I should extend this land and then build, for example, the river like 45 degree that way, and then have the pumping station like a dike here and the pumping station there. So basically rotate it 90 degrees to over there and then throw it up there. I don't know what I should do with it. Is it fine in the current place? Is it like when I would have a road here, what would I do? Let me just see something. So I was thinking tram tracks as well. Maybe a double tram track, or maybe something. Could also make the bridge a little smaller. No. Tram tracks, and then really close to it, the road tracks as well. Yeah, it's a bit close, isn't it? No, wait. For that, actually, Shonga, it's based on one in real life where it also ends on the river, or like on a canal kind of thing. It's basically to drain this and to drain it into the next canal. The real life version has a canal running like that, so that's the higher ring canal thing. So that isn't my problem, and the reason why I pasted in here at first was also so I could see the contraption and the build moving from the rail line, right? So that thing can actually move the arms up and down, and then you could watch it from here like pumping dry the city. One thing that I'm scared for, if I put it more back there, you can't really see it anymore. And it's like sort of, yes, it's there. Yes, you can visit it. Yeah, true. But it doesn't add anything to the side of the rail line. And extend the land, moving it a bit further. Yeah, moving it like there, you mean. So basically extending the land, making this thing go down here, for example, and then having it like here. Pumping up there. Yeah, so essentially what you guys are saying is like have it there maybe, right? Are we getting boats at some point? Well, if I'm not too lazy for making boats, sure, yeah, we do. One day. In a trillion years. So what we're gonna you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna quickly do something. I'm gonna save this as well. Alright, wait. I need to go into my saves, probably. It's gonna take a bit, but... Yeah, right now it feels like the first thing that you see after and exiting the station. That's true, but it's like a big open area right now. There are going to be lots of houses, so you will be able to see it less. But it's just heavy industry being a little too close to the railway, maybe. Called Eclipse. Maybe later. I think my own shaders that I always use are pretty good as well. And other shaders that have been suggested by others in the past were like really buggy, so. But maybe Eclipse is good. I don't know. So let me try and fix this. Or get like a new variant of this. So it should be there. Yeah, by like adding the buildings, it was gonna be like basically this would be up till here would be road, and then this would be I mean, the building blocks would still be big enough, I think. So here's the road is gonna squeeze more towards the building, I guess. Maybe a little bit more. Like we're gonna have building blocks like that, and then maybe like one smaller one after, etc. From there? Sure. Well, and there will also be a building in front of here, or well, partially. So what I want then is to have something that we have like a little rail line, so it's probably going to be a building block. Traffic simulations, yes. It's cool. Like one of the big pros of moving it there and then having it 90 degrees rotated is that these arms rotate, and we see that mostly from here. I'm just scared for the render distance, mostly. At which the server render distance says like, screw you. 16 chunks or something it is right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12, 13. Yeah, it's like. I mean, I could have it like. Okay, well, maybe I can do it a little different. Okay, that could also be a thing. I was first thinking of making diagonal and then diagonal ending on that, but I can also... Junctions, yes, I have heard of that. And junctions is pretty cool, to be honest. I guess it's mostly built out of full blocks, and I can always add a few more, but I want to... If I view it, I want to view it nicely. And otherwise I'm going to hide it with some buildings, but yeah, that defeats the whole purpose of this epic thing being here. Which would kind of be sad. But let me just try. I want to have a dike, or, well, I wanted to have a dike with a railway on it. I had to get the railway to the other side. With the new version, or how we're going to paste it, we don't need that railway on there anymore. So that's going to be a pro, I guess. So when we have this thing, so essentially it's going to be like that, right? Let me check if this is the right level. Yes, it is. And then it's going to be what, like there maybe? Or is that also too close? Sort of makes this bay end nicely, like that. Then we can have this, and then... oh yeah, one of the embankment sides is actually going to be really nice. And we could expand the channel in the future. I don't know where to, because mountain. So no, maybe underneath the rail line, towards the swamp, and then his base. I mean, it's a pretty good place, right? This, actually. I would like to see, like, the front of it, a little glimpse. But I think if we make the embankment go like this and then make it wider, then... from the bridge we can still see it. Mostly see the important part, the arms moving up and down. From the bridge we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... No, it's going to be a little less. It's going to be... Wait. Just stand there. All of the glue is still there, by the way. I need to clear that. Bridge. So, opposite side of the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, well, 13, 14. Wait, what? Say what again? Yeah, it's a good position. I feel like this might be better, after all. What? Why has Nightbot... Why has Nightbot... Oh, it's seeing symbols. What? No. Well, it's actually good that Nightbot banned your message for that. That's great. Night... You were saying 6, 7 and Nightbot hates you for it. Gotta love Nightbot. Don't do this to me, please. Stop. Stop. Fricker. Alright, I'm gonna do this differently. I'm gonna go a yoink. I'm gonna go... There's a lot of water space underneath this though, so... Do we fill it all up? Maybe not. Maybe do. Maybe not. Place water with 0. There we go. Gonna be some areas that are gonna be refilled, but I don't care. Well, this is mostly actually still flat, honestly. So, where the dike is gonna be... Oh yeah, that's actually quite good. Yeah. It like, the world gets deeper from here. Right? Well, this massive hole, but... This is like pretty undeep. I mean, it makes quite some sense to have it here. Sort of wall is going that way, so maybe I can get it like here. Till where is going to be the water level? Oh yeah, the water level is going to be till that, of course. So right now I need the water level till... Oh, yeah, no. I can curve it out a little bit, so it gives some space. I think this is pretty good. Sticks out a little bit inwards, right? No, it's actually supposed to be like this. Because down here, So here you have the arms. The arms actually are in like these channels that go downwards. The channels are in here, and on that there's like a piston, and the piston gets filled. Basically, there's a hole above the piston, or in the cylinder there's a hole, or a one-way valve. It gets filled with water, and the piston sucks it up till this level, and it flows through underneath here. And there are some gates underneath here in real life, and then it flows out through some pipes and valves on the other side. So, no, I think like this is pretty good. Yeah. I think this might be better. Should I just do it like that? Why not, right? Have you ever a Jaffa cake? Have you ever a Jaffa cake? Have you ever speak English? No. Sorry, I'm such an asshole. No, I've never ate a Jaffa cake. In case that's what you mean. I think that's what you mean. I hate myself, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Have you ever ate Jaffa cake? No, I have never ate Jaffa cake. So something like this, right? It gives more space for my buildings, obviously, which is better. What's a Jaffa cake? Yeah. No, yeah, in real life, yeah, you have the sort of ring channel that's also sort of like that, of course. And then it pumps it over another time into the sea. But here it's... this is basically the lower channel, and the ring channel is the sea. So that's, yeah, that's true. So you were right there, I guess. Well, this... well, I need to clean that up, obviously. Oh no, those plants are gonna be annoying. Bucket, please get me empty bucket, thank you. Yeah, I'm first gonna clear this water. Oh yeah, this is nice. Okay, so that's enough. Okay, that's enough landscape cleared. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly cheat my way through a little bit. Oh well, not cheat my way through. Mainly I want that wall part, because that wall part is going to be similar on the other side. I want to... I can just copy this, right? I can copy that as well. Yeah, sure. That writing is very wrong. And then connect this up to the embankments here. Honestly, I think that would look pretty sick. I like this way more. This is way better. Sort of viewing it from the side, because you see that sort of side profile thing a lot more, instead of just straight on front. In real life, it's straight on front, by the way. So probably has to do that most of the water suction is here at the front. So getting it from there, better flow. But yeah, we're in Minecraft. We don't care. Or well, I do care, but sort of not really. Okay, eventually I might have to regrass this or whatever, but for now I'm just gonna do a little bit of trickery. I mean, it's fine, it's good. Like that, right? To be honest, this one can be one more out. I need to sort of keep these similar. Or at least semi-similar, so I don't make like a big massive gap in the embankment. Okay. I think here we're sort of nearing the top. Yeah, it gets a bit wider already. So. Maybe one more. So 2, 2, 3 instead. Hello, Perry. How you doing? Welcome back again. All right, something like that, right? Do we like that? I think I kinda like that. This side we can keep flat, or we can make it a little wider, so sort of let a boat pass more easy or something. The water physics mod installed and the pumps would really work. I could add real pumps, but the problem is this is seen as an infinite source, of course. So I might add a sluice, a lock later on somewhere. So I don't know who suggested that last stream, but it might be cool, like a little lock maybe that way or something. Maybe, yeah, maybe right before the pumping station, actually. Lock that way, then we can still have a pretty good building there, and then a lock behind it. Oh, actually a really compact lock behind it, that would be cool. The other month I learned that a daylight sensor is actually called a daylight detector. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do this. But, you say what now? Oh, that looks wrong. That name looks wrong. Daylight detector. What the fuck? I didn't know. Has MC changed that somewhere? Has that always been? Yeah. I'm gonna Google it right now. Yeah. No, I think it was detector. No, I think it was always detector, actually. Oh, they did! Oh. The item was renamed to match its block ID in Java Edition, specifically run. While it was changed to Daylight Detector in Java Edition first, it was eventually changed in Bedrock Edition as well to match the new name. Wait, huh? Oh, so there was a difference. No, it was Daylight Sensor was in Bedrock. No, in Bedrock it was Sensor. In Java it was never Sensor. No, because I see a video of like a long time ago where it's already Detector. I think. Maybe it was. I don't know. I cannot confirm nor deny anything about this. I think in 1.13 it got added, right? Like it didn't even exist before that date, did it? Might look later, but for now I just want to finish this real quick. Yeah, I was also like, ugh. At the same time it makes sense, I guess. I know you sent just an image, but... Actually, when did they change that? Oh yeah. 1.413. When did 1.13 come out, actually? Like, which update was that? What was added in that update? Like, did we miss it? That's sort of the question I have. 2018. Okay. Aquatic. Oh, it was in the aquatic. Why did you change that, or why did they change that in the aquatic? What the frick? Or is that also the update where they changed block IDs, etc.? To be more, to look more like what they actually were. To reflect on what they were. You know what, I'm gonna Gmask kelp. Kelp. I'm gonna clear the kelp. Or at least most of the kelp. And now I'm gonna do drain. Was my stream just lagging? Did I see this correctly? Looked weird for a second there. Let me clear all of this out as well. Kill the grass. Probably some water left here and there, yeah, of course, but some kelps, some. Yeah, no, it's probably a train door opening. That's more what I'm after. Most of the time when it like gets laggy, it's train doors opening. And then I'm like, which station isn't set up properly yet? Right. I hate how the drain command doesn't like work on that in World Edit. That's more the issue, I think. And a bubble, this is stupid, honestly. A column isn't seen as water anymore. It's seen as a bubble column block. I'm doing that really stupidly. I could have just done that. See, that's a little more easy. Okay, well, enough space, right? Plenty of space. Go away. Go away. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they should. How long am I gonna stream today? I don't know. Shit, okay. Gmask. I'm just gonna fill all of these areas in first. Wait, fill them in. No, stop, wait. Gmask air. I want to fill them. I don't want to overwrite all the other blocks, otherwise that schematic is going to take way too long. I just want to get the proper filled in base underneath this. I'm probably not going to be streaming that long today, honestly. But I do have more time than usual, so... I'm fine with it filling in a bit of cobblestone here, actually. Cobble. 1.12.2, yeah, because it's changed in 1.13, right? So that makes sense. So what I want to do here is sort of create a nice little basin area around this. To see if we can get that done. Is this a cave? Yeah, it is a cave. Okay, I just need to... It's a waterlogged cave, I think. Yeah. See, I will not care about those. But make it a mix of multiple blocks. A mix of multiple blocks, what? The floor, you mean? I'm first gonna do the mud, to be honest. First just gonna do, like, the base layer of it. Oh, no. No, it's more like sort of filling in the gaps that would otherwise be around it. Or like underneath it. That's what I used the thing for the cobble. That's all. Soil, I think I put that under the foundations, right? Yeah. Sure, you die, I don't care. Just close this off from the rest. I think I like actually that it's sort of viewing from this bridge right now. I think we have a better view from here also on it, or at least a fine view. I think that looks good. Just need to expand the dike that way. That's gonna be the only work, I guess. So I'm first gonna make the middle be mostly this. Do I want to make it go out here a bit so it sort of goes like that a little more? So that the canal also goes a little wider there. Or do we want to just... Well, basically the water is going to be until here, of course, so... I think it's just fine if we stack this for now. Let's just try and stacking it. Okay, it's just stone and... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I feel like that's fine, right? That's good. Shape-wise, at least. So, how do we place the U in the same direction? Okay. Oh, it has... Oh. Those bots, there are so many right now. It's insane. It is really insane. Okay, here was a lag spike again. Oh, it's loading in the train, I think. It's causing a bit of lag. That's fine, honestly. Should be something like this. Well, the water is a little higher, so I think that's good. Maybe in front of here we go to a little thinner. Can you not? Can you just leave? Thanks. Okay, wait, this is a double thing, so... Can I get a... Okay, give me a sword, please, because... You're both in my way. And not by a little, just by a lot. So maybe in next stream we can actually build this in game. I can already dig out the area off stream. Obviously, we're not going to build this in game today. I don't, yeah. It's going to take a bit of collecting and solar shit, so. It's just my build world is a copy of my survival world. So I can do all of the game rules, but I sort of forget sometimes. So, and I do copy over the world every now and then to just get the latest stuff that has been built in the world already over in here too. So that is the reason why. Sí, señor. Okay, here's something going wrong. No, it's all good. So it's really something like this, right? I think this is pretty good. Obviously in here I still need to make some walls and things, but I need to actually fix this, make this better. Maybe I'm gonna finish that detailing building in game in the server or in here. Actually, I'm making a replay mod recording of this, which is very good because I need that. I want to make a special video or a separate video on designing this and making it, etc. So I want all of the replay stuff I can. What's the building going to be? It's a water station, a pumping station that basically moves the water from this lower channel up 4 blocks higher into the sea. Or 3 blocks, I don't know how many it was again, but something like that. Air. So that's how that's gonna work. But first we need to finish it. That looks right nice. I like it. So far so good. Let me get this filled in as well. Here there's a cave, obviously. It's from that sideways pillar. It's 1 thick to the center. This is bricks, probably, right? That's bricks. And then from here it's the same shaping, so it's in there. On this side I actually made a straight wall. Okay, I made it like that. Alright. Let me get a few more bricks in here. I don't know if this is like a perfect 50-50 mixture, but I don't really care. I think I actually exported quite some replay mods for this thing already, so that's pretty good. Okay, well that side is also finished. One thing that we still have to do is this. I have to start collecting more mud, honestly. I think I can set a barrel to work over at the mud factory, which will generate a few thousands. I also need to collect more of these roots. What I did in the server, by the way, you guys don't know this yet. I went to the mangrove swamp. And I chopped up a lot of mangrove, and then I saw a sort of flat area. And all of a sudden I realized there is a really smart way to farm that. By placing the saplings down on like a flat area, right? What you can actually do is they grow all, well, in other heights, of course. But you can chop down the bottom 2 layers, like everywhere. And then add 1 block to the bottom. Maybe connect up some of them. And then use a create saw to chop everything down at once. Maybe there's a limit to it, I haven't tried it yet, but it seemed to work on a few separate trees. So I think it works really well. I think, but I have to test it out more. Okay, so like that. Yeah, I think this is the better way to do it. It used to be here, of course. Yeah, this is where it used to be. Now it's a bit farther back. And I think that backwards placement just makes it so much better instantly. So thank you for sticking around and saying I should move that. Because I was sort of like doubting, because it's a lot of work to move this. And you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Which you shouldn't do when you're building. Because then you get lazy and then you get less good builds, I guess. Let me just build a nice little curve in here. It should start a little earlier. Maybe I can stop it or make it go 1 earlier. Okay, and now we do 2 layers and then soul soil. Okay, something like that. Sure. Sure. I mean, just getting some dirt in there is also works fine, I think. Oh, not coarse dirt, just normal dirt. There should be some dirt behind it as well. And then we go forwards. So the shaping of the canal is different from what we've done on the building itself, of course, before. But I think it's fine in general. Oh, lots of lag. See, that's when we have lag. What has just happened? Maybe it's actually these trains disassembling in the Lotus chunks or something, but... because the trains on this map seems to... or are still working. It's just struggling every now and then. I hope it doesn't impact the replay. Because honestly, I think this can be a pretty cool replay. Again, can be. If I do train spotting in real life, no, I don't. Well, no, yes. Like, if I know, for example, when a steam engine is going, like, near my area, or actually my town, and I do have some actual time off, I might go and check it real quick. But I wouldn't call that train spotting. And I go to, like, museum railways, like, sometimes, to just check out, like, their events and check out what's happening there. And then, of course, those museum lines also have, like, running lines. Spotting is different, I think, but just knowing if something special is happening somewhere and just wanting to also see it, yes. Certainly I do sometimes. So let me just... Well, not yet. Almost. I think this all looks very good. Let me just fix water 50. Kablamo. Oh. Any air gaps in here? Yeah, there are loads. Okay, oh, it will fix itself. That's nice. This has fixed itself already. This too, because it's around it. I think that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, I think maybe the water level is a bit high down here. So you see less of this gate. That's kind of sad, but I think you see enough. I think it's good. Good enough. Let me stop the recording. I'm gonna end the stream here also. It's been more than 3 hours already, so... I think that's long enough for today, but... I think this is gonna be very cool. I think this... Yeah, I like this. I like what we're doing right now. This is the better option for sure. So we're gonna take this. And we're gonna make that probably next episode or an episode after that better. Upcoming Saturday, it's Valentine's Day, so I might be streaming, I might not be streaming. I don't know. Depends what me and my girlfriend are gonna do together. I know we're gonna go have... We're not gonna go out for dinner, but we're just gonna order from home because it's more chill and relaxed. But maybe she also wants to do something on the day itself. So, yes. Any more things? Any more things? I don't think so. I'm gonna leave off in this world. It's essentially the same right now as the normal world, so... Working on trains on Valentine's Day, so I have nothing better to do. Or, well, could also be nice, to be honest. So, yeah. I wouldn't say rip on that specifically. Can I get like a shot of this all together? Oh yeah, I can. See, I like this station. It's lovely. I think I'm gonna actually. Also, I might raid Naomi actually, so you guys know if she's still online. Twitch. She's still there, playing Stardew Valley. So, in case you like it, you like it, and in case you don't, you don't. So, just so you guys know, we're gonna raid Naomi. And as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I surely did. I think we made some really good progress here. That little bridge is very nice, of course. And the embankment took a little long, but we chatted a lot too. Everything I do say, take it with a little bit of grain of salt. So if you like a YouTuber and I say like, oh man, what he has done. They aren't like bad people. They haven't murdered anybody. They haven't done things like that. So, yeah. What did I do today? I built a little bridge, a little 45-degree bridge over there, over the canal, which is in the in-game world as well. And I also, what should I say? Wait, I should probably position myself more in the station. I also, well, not built this, but put it in the right place. Decided where it should go today. So, as I was saying, we're gonna raid Naomi. I'm gonna start that already, and I wish you a good day. Wait, what's Naomi's name again? Oh, Angel Naomi. Naomi is playing Stardew Valley, so gonna start that already. Be sure to join along, and I wish you a good day. So, as always, this is ImagineerDave signing off. So, bye bye.